Hey guys, Chad here from CNR Reviews. Just got back from the range, and yeah, we promised you that we would get a hold of one of these bad boys. This is a Kahr CM9. So what do I think about this gun? This gun rocks. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the gentleman who lent this to me. And Jerry, I really appreciate it. We really had a really hard time finding these in our area, and he was able to pick one up. And it's awesome, man. Thank you so much for letting us shoot this gun. I was able to get about 50 rounds downrange at the range over here. And this is shooting about 7 yards, 21 feet, which is what you would be shooting. Well, it's actually a little bit further than the average defensive situation, but it's a good distance to practice. I was shooting with the extended mag in it, the 7-round with the pinky extension. And I actually prefer my subcompacts to have some type of pinky extension so that I feel comfortable with these guns. Especially the 9mm is going to be snappier than what a 380 is going to be. This gun handled great. Never had an issue with it. He had actually already put 300 rounds through the gun before we were able to get a hold of it. And I asked Jerry what he thought about as far as did he have any issues, failure to ejects, failure to fires. Zero issues. So the gun has over 350 rounds in it now, and again, I didn't experience any type of issues. The gun shot great. Does have some really nice sights on it. I'm going to say that when you compare these to like a 3-dot sight, you need to get really used to this sight. If you're used to shooting the Glock combat sights, or maybe the SIG, or maybe Ruger, those 3-dot sights are, it's almost kind of difficult to transition to this because I keep looking for those dots. I don't know why. I'm just so used to them. It's by no means inaccurate. This gun is super accurate, and you know, I was actually pleasantly surprised. For me, shooting it for the very first time and getting used to the weapon, I was able to get consistently 2.5 to 3-inch groupings out of the weapon. One thing I will say is the trigger, phenomenal. Thank you to all the guys that were going, guys, you guys got to try this gun. This is literally some of the best trigger, the best trigger when it comes to subcompacts. Hands down better than Glock. And I know the Glock guys are going to go, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Try it out, guys. Super smooth. Beats out the Ruger, beats out the Kel-Tec. It's not quite a single action pull, but it almost feels like it. And I think that was also something that I wasn't getting tighter groups because I was rushing my shots with this gun. But other than that, guys, superb quality. The gun feels very solid. There's no wiggle between the frame and the slide. Let's go ahead and just take it down for you. And this has a basic takedown. You have a little dimple right here on the slide and one on the frame. And then you want to push the slide lock out. It's very similar to a 1911 when those line up. Let's see if I can get these guys to line up. I like to pull it back, very similar to how I do my Glock 26. And then you can depress the trigger while you're pulling off the slide, and the gun comes apart. Very similar to just a normal semi-auto. But this has something in it that I'm super happy. Some of you guys are going to go, well, it's a null and void point, doesn't matter. Most of these subcompacts have plastic guide rods. This guy has a dual guide rod that's metal. Glock, take notice. All the rest of you guys, take notice. You can still make a light gun and have a metal guide rod. It has, you know, typical breakdown. We'll show you that guide rod a little more up close. Again, all metal. Love it. Nice barrel. And again, it's dirty because I just got done shooting it at the range. So, let's go ahead and put it back together. Goes back together just like every other semi-auto. One thing I will say too is that this guide rod spring system is super tight. You can definitely feel the quality, and I am super impressed. I know they, from what I read, it sounded like Kahr had some issues with their springs, maybe going bad early or something. This spring is awesome, super tight spring. Let's go ahead and let's get this gun back together. Again, to put it back together, you want to start the slide lock. Then you want to meet up those points again. Gun's ready to go. Go ahead and dry fire it. Would I buy this gun? Yes, I would buy this gun. And I actually, I'm going to start looking for one in our area really hard because I am super impressed with this weapon. It handled the recoil great, and I think with this, the standard mag with the flat base plate, it would do just fine. It is extremely ergonomic, so it's not really biting you. I could easily put 150, 200 rounds down range and not get bitten like I did with my Kel-Tec PF9. I consistently, I couldn't put 50 rounds down range without hurting. I consistently hurt here. With this gun, it's a breeze to shoot. This is going to be definitely a weapon that you're going to want to practice with, though, guys, and I do recommend it. It is a great gun. Prices are going to vary, though, and if you can't find one in your area, don't feel bad. Like I said, I've had a really hard time locating one in our area. I was really surprised when our friend Jerry told us that he had one. Prices I've seen online go for as cheap as $360 and as high as $450. And that's at Cabela's. I've seen it advertised for $450 at Cabela's. And even the Cabela's in our area, we got 2 of them. You know what? Neither one of them has this gun in stock. So I will be definitely looking. I'd say the average, don't pay over $450 for this gun. And you should be able to find it for around $400. And I would definitely compare it to other subcompacts. And check out those videos, guys. We did some comparisons between this and the LC9, the Ruger LC9, this and the Glock 26. The Kahr CM9 versus the Kel-Tec PF9, and we even compared it to the SIG 238 because of it being so similar as far as in size to carry the weapon. Do you want that extra added firepower of the 9mm? So other than that, thanks again, Jerry, for letting us borrow this gun. Guys, check out this gun if you get a chance. If you're at the store, you see one, you may just want to pick it up because they're really hard to get a hold of, and it is a phenomenal gun. I don't want to forget, though, remember, there is a 200-round break-in period, and you want to make sure that you break this weapon in before you trust it with your life. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. This is Chad from CNR Reviews.